And good morning from Let Us Eat. It's Saturday morning. I've been up since about 5:17 this morning. I had to help my teen make sure she had everything for Science Olympia today over at Hudson Valley Community College. I have my crock pot preheating. I'm going to turn it up to high. Today I'm going to be making old-fashioned meatloaf in the crock pot. I'm going to start by cracking an egg. And if you get eggshells within the egg, dip the eggshell into the egg and it picks it up like a magnet. I have 2 slices of bread. I'm going to break it up into small pieces and put it into the crock pot with the mixture and everything. It's going to go into the bowl first. Now you can toast these ahead of time if you want, and sprinkle them with a little bit of pepper, garlic, and salt. It'll smell really good, like Grandma's here. Now just a little bit of seasoning first, about a teaspoon of garlic, a teaspoon of fresh black cracked pepper, just to give the bread a little bit of seasoning. The bread's in the bowl with the yolk and the egg. I have a little over a pound of beef here. It's thawed. Put this into the bowl. I'm going to season it this time with about a tablespoon of fresh black cracked pepper. And about a tablespoon of garlic on top of the meat. I have 1 small onion, which I'm going to peel and I'm going to mince. You get this quick mince. Cut the ends off. Use my knife sharpener real quick. Much better. Give it a little slit like this. Watch out for your fingers. I'd always cut the onion in half. And I cut it about a ½ inch long. first half into your bowl. Like that. Kind of layering on it. Rinse my hands real quick. Now this part of the onion is going to go right into the crock pot. I'm just going to give it a coarse chop. A couple of celery stalks. I always add the leafy green parts into my meals because that's where all the nutrients and flavoring is. Give it a rough chop. Make them kind of small, not too big, so they get tender, cooking in the crock pot all day. Now I'm on the East Coast, so I usually start my crock pot around 8 a.m. Eastern time. So it's done by dinner time. We usually eat around 4. All the cutting part is done. I'm going to add a can of tomato soup. This is doesn't have any ounces on it. Oh, 10 ounces. Tomato soup right into the meatloaf. I'm going to add, there's not a lot of ketchup left, so I'm going to try to get out as much as I can. I usually put in a tablespoon. I always laugh at the noise the bottle makes. I don't think I'm going to get anything else out of that. So that is about a tablespoon. Now I'm going to add some more flavoring into my meatloaf. There's about 2 tablespoons left in my onion soup mix. I'm going to put it all in. I don't like to add the whole entire pack because it just overpowers the dishes. Give my hands a quick rinse and then I'm going to dig in and give it a big mix. But I have it starting with the egg, then the bread, and the beef, then the tomato soup, and the vegetables, and then the onion powder mix. I'm going to add a little more garlic and pepper before I finish. About 3 teaspoons of fresh cracked black pepper. And a couple of teaspoons of granulated garlic or fresh garlic if you have fresh garlic. Now I'm going to start mixing. You could even do the meatloaf with stovetop stuffing instead of bread. In your crock pot, you should have this set to high for around 3 hours, and then turn to low for 3 more hours. And then when you feel like it's done, you can use your thermometer. You can put it to keep warm. It's in a bread form. The meatloaf is going into the crock pot. Give my hands a good washing. I'm going to use my wooden spoon. And make it into an actual perfect loaf. Now I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of water to the bottom to help the meatloaf cook. My mother always used the cans. Please be very careful when you add the water. You don't want to just dump it all in because you don't want the meatloaf to get all mushy. Cover the lid onto the crock pot. This is a recipe my mother used, but into the oven. I used a crock pot because my meatloaf turns out a lot better. And when you cut it and sit onto the plate, it looks like a big slice of bread, because they call it a meatloaf. I'd like to say thank you for watching. Last night was a big TV premiere night for CBS 6. We had the season premiere of MacGyver for season 4, and it was awesome. So I'm a little tired this morning. Plus I was up early, as I mentioned before. Again, you're going to keep this on low for about 3 hours, and then you're going to switch it over to on high for about 3 hours, and switch it to low. And then to keep warm, we're going to serve it with French fries and either some broccoli or niblet corn. If you like my video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe and hit the bell for future videos. Later today, because the roads are pretty decent from the storm we had, I'm going to go to BJ's and I'm going to videotape my first grocery haul with the bulk and stuff that we buy for the entire month, and try to stay in budget. And I'll give you a total when I get home and show you some of the groceries that I bought and explaining why we use them. Have a great day. Bye.